back once again, guys, with some more County Gains News Media Network. We got this another topic, another platformed news topic from News Talk, okay, which is Irish Broadcasting Media Network, okay, kind of like myself, okay, a little bit, let's say, smaller than myself, of course. I have more subscribers, and that reminds me, guys, if you love me, man, drop a subscribe, comment down below. We got loads more crazy videos coming. It's gonna be a crazy year, guys, about to hit 100k. This one is called, would pop-up Garda stations make you feel safer? I'm about to answer this question. Let's go, guys.
Temporary pop-up Garda stations would deter crime and restore confidence in communities. Now, that's according to my next guest, who says pop-up stations should be introduced as a means of deterring antisocial behaviour. It's Fine Gael Senator and Shannon spokesperson on finance, Maria Byrne. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Pat. How are you?
I'm very well. What is a pop-up Garda station?
Well, I suppose, Pat, it's a temporary Garda station that, maybe a unit that isn't used in the main street in our towns, villages, cities, where the Gardaí could use as an area of presence in and out, maybe to provide information, but also it's about a Garda presence on the street, and I think that that's something that we all want.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I always say this. Just living in Ireland, I never really see that many police. Now I do. Okay, there's a lot more Gardaí, like, everywhere. Okay, a lot more flipping coppers around, man. And it's good to see, guys. You want them to be there to prevent crime rather than always just responding to crime, okay? Especially if guys are running around now with crazy knife crime, and there's a lot of craziness happening in Ireland in 2024. So it would be great to see like a pop-up shop or some sort of like stall, like a booth in the middle of the shopping centre, whether it be in Dublin or O'Connell Street or wherever the case may be, guys. Just on different streets, guys, and just on different roads, different areas of Dublin, Limerick, Cork, Donegal, what have you. That would prevent a lot more crime, I think. Because there it's kind of responding, and it kind of, just having a presence stops crime, guys, okay? If you don't see any police or any sort of CCTV or anything that will prevent crime, most of the time people just take the piss and they commit more crime, all right?
Okay, has it been tried anywhere?
It has been tried in Wexford and worked very successfully. And also there has been in O'Connell Street in Dublin, while it's not a pop-up one, they opened up a unit there on the main street in O'Connell Street. And Gardaí are in and out at different stages. And it's about, I suppose, people having confidence that there are Gardaí in the street, and while a Garda presence on the street is very welcome and has started to increase on our streets here in Limerick especially, I do believe that by having a Garda station where guards can come and go, they don't have to go back to their main street, they can, people can see them on the street, and I think that's really, really important.
Yeah, it
is. So what is it? It's sort of a pop-up Garda help situation where a tourist gets lost, pops in there, or the Garda wants to have a sandwich at lunchtime, pops in and has their lunch.
Well, it can be both of those, but it's also about the fact that it can be an information centre, as you said there, but also it's, that the Gardaí, when they're on the beat, they can, say, if they need to make calls, or if they need to interview somebody, or if they need to chat to somebody, or they need to bring somebody in for questioning, that they could bring them in there, certainly, and have that conversation. But it also I think increases confidence. I know I work with small businesses in Limerick, and while they're grateful every time they see a guard, by having the temporary station on the street where Gardaí can come and go at different times, I do believe that it deters some of the antisocial behaviour that takes.
It does, 100%, guys. It prevents a lot of loitering. It prevents a lot of shoplifting. Things like that. If you see the police and they're everywhere, okay, now obviously you don't want a police state. But at the same time, guys, you do want people that are committing, crimes or about to commit crimes stopped, in a regular society, okay? This is better government, okay?
takes place on our streets right across the country. And also there has been 10 mobile units, 10 mobile Garda station units already implemented, which travel around in different counties. So, I think it would add to that by having a pop-up station, because some people are intimidated as well at having to go to, I suppose, the main Garda station.
True.
Okay, so what kind of business could you conduct besides, looking to a Garda maybe for information about this, that, or the other? I mean, what else would happen in this Garda station? You talk about people being intimidated. If they wanted to, get their passport sorted for the form filled in, would they get that done there?
Probably not, but having a Gardaí there so you could run to them if someone robbed your phone and then them chase after the guy, or get the flipping, get on the radio and try and intercept the guy while he's running away with your property. Something like that would be a lot better, right?
How many services would be provided by the Gardaí in these pop-ups?
Well, I suppose it's really, Pat, about having, the presence of the Garda on the street, because...
Is it really like a public order pop-up
a public order station really is, I suppose, where I'm coming from.
Because I saw in the wake of the Dublin riots, off some of the side streets, I saw them on the south side of the city. I'm sure they were on the north side as well. The Garda Public Order Unit had their mobile van, presumably with the dog in the back and with all the appropriate equipment that they might have. It was just parked on the side of the road, but
and so it should be, guys. I don't know why, the Gardaí don't just park up their cars, just literally, like in America, guys. I was in Canada, and the police would just pull up in the car parks, and they would just stay there for half the day. Or they would just drive around in their cars, and they would just literally just wait for crime to happen. It was pretty incredible to see, and it was very cool to see. Whereas here we don't really do that, guys. We kind of just ring the station, and then they come out, and then they there's no presence. It would be great to see a heavy presence of police walking around, and arm them as well, just in case there's a flipping attack or something. Which the case of an attack is very low, but I'd rather have a guy with a gun, a Gardaí with a gun, and not need him, than need him and not have him. You know what I'm saying, guys? So there is that sort of preventative care there. It's like it's like preventative care with health. You'd rather get fit rather than actually take the medicine to get better. Okay.
Could be deployed immediately should trouble arise.
Well, the thing is, it's about a presence on the streets, because I do believe that right around our towns and villages and in our cities, by having a Garda presence on the street, it creates certainty for, I suppose, the public who use the streets, who walk the streets, but it also it creates confidence for the businesses, because I believe that, by having a presence, it deters people maybe from being there, carrying out antisocial,
Okay, now you quoted two places. You said Wexford it's worked. How did it work in Wexford?
Well, it has worked very successfly. And
I mean, what does that mean? Has crime gone down? Have the yobs gone home?
Crime figures have gone down, certainly.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. So crime has gone down, guys. Especially, we're not talking about serious crime. I wouldn't want to see them pulling over cars and stuff, but just being on the streets and on the roads, and being around town, talking to the public and stuff like that. On St. Patrick's Day when there's police everywhere, it kind of should be like that, but all the time. And now, of course, we know that there's not enough resources for that. Of course, you can't have them everywhere. But just walking around, and if it's bad weather, just driving around, just kind of having that presence is cool. Let me know your thoughts on that one, guys. I definitely would recommend to have that here. Kind of a pop-up shop of safety, okay, quote unquote. I mean, we know it's not going to be fully safety, but especially nowadays, guys, with changes going on in society, it would be kind of cool to see them readily available. I love you all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for loads more crazy content coming soon. And I'll see you guys all in the next one, man. Stay free.